that's usually fun to do too. Just saying how much stuff needs done and just hanging out. That seems to be a vibe for me. Actually, I don't want to look that crazy. I feel like that looks really bizarre. I'd rather my hair be up a little bit and then pull it back. I'm gonna get a drink real quick too. I don't have my stand in my hand like I usually do, and I don't have my microphone hooked up yet, so. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday so far. And when I say you guys, I mean anybody that might watch this after the fact. Hope you're just having a good day in general. Why has it got to be about the Saturday? These are shorts, by the way, so calm down. This is still safe for work. So, I've been thinking about a couple things lately. Planning for my basement, being the 3D printer zone. Oh. All right, dude, this shirt I'm wearing underneath it literally has a hood on it. And I'm not talking like a hoodie. I mean literally a shirt with a hood on it. It feels kind of weird. What's that heat on? Jeez, it's normally I got a little chill in me, but it's warm in here. I feel that's why it's set for 68, but it's 69 in the room. That's why I'm like, oh, I feel too comfortable. I need to be at least a little uncomfortable. Kind of keep me on my toes. All right, so I'm trying to kind of get the basement in order, and last night I had 3 brand new racks waiting on me when I got back from pickleball. Here's one of them here. I believe it was a 75-inch tall. I can't remember the width or anything, but this might be a video where I look like an idiot and try to learn how to put this together. It's probably simple to anybody that knows how to do it, but I have not set one of them up, so this might end up being a video like that where I just look like a goofball. But I don't really care too much. I'm going to go ahead and get some music going. I don't really like that devil without a cut. Oh, don't look at that. Yo, I'm going to turn off my notifications. I don't want people. Oh, it's already on Do Not Disturb. You see that? Hold on. Let me flip it. It's still disturbing me. You seeing this? Look, it just did all that. I don't really want people to see all my messages, but hey, thanks for joining, my cats. How are you doing? What is your plans for this Saturday? All right, let's get some tunes on. We got to put this shelf together. We got 2 more. We're going to learn how to get her going, and we are going to put the others together. We got to reorganize this basement. We got a lot of work to do. It's probably not much is going to happen on this video because I'm kind of feeling lazy today. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go live on either Facebook or TikTok. That's how we roll. Actually, we just got monetized the other day. I'm not making much. You can go ahead and laugh at me. But I wasn't even planning to. Hey, thanks, cats. Thanks for commenting. Appreciate you. You're a real one. All right. But yeah, we finally got monetized. It's not much. Here, I'll show you a little sample. But it's just me hanging out. Or I clicked the wrong one. My bad. It's just me hanging out. It's not like I'm like making content to make a penny at a time or something. I'm literally just chilling on camera. I'm usually not even on camera. I'm just posting my 3D printing journey, how my basement's been turned into a small little grab your filament and go shop. But yeah, I'm just trying to make a living, just trying to get by like everyone else. I got to go grab my microphone from upstairs. Like I said, we got some shelves we got to put together. We're going to go ahead and go live here today on Facebook. I'm pretty sure live is like one of the things that I will not be getting paid for. I can I can literally post a story. I can literally just post pictures and get money, but from what I can tell, live is one thing I won't get paid for on Facebook, and I really enjoy going live. What do you mean no? What do you mean no, my cats? What's wrong, buddy? All right, let's go ahead and go back to what we were talking about. We're gonna go live on Facebook. We're gonna go get my microphone from upstairs, and we're just gonna hang out. We're gonna get some work done, actually. All right, let's rock and roll, baby. There they are, boy. Now, Facebook's been kind of slow. Now, let's go ahead and get down here. Let's get set up. Let's get this mic running, and we'll be chilling, all right? That's a guarantee, man. I want to find out if I can get paid for lives on Facebook, because if I'm just hanging out like I am now and I can get paid, your boy is going to get paid. All right, I went the wrong way. I don't know why I went the long way. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to set that up. We're going to get our handy dandy microphone out. We're going to pop that in this one right here, because that's how we roll. That's how we roll. All right, let me put this under my shirt. It's magnet. We're going to get some work done. Oh, wrong side. All right, bet. We got to figure out this soap. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my YouTube, or not my YouTube, my Facebook down, because they don't have a mic. I'm not really worried about them. Nobody might join today. But for us, we need to figure this out. I got 3 of these I need to do. It should be pretty simple. But the part that kind of annoyed me is this. The first effing thing I read is this. Do work and put effort in. And I'm like, what? Like, let me just screw something into something, you know what I mean? Obviously, I'm joking. A little late. What do you mean a little late? Is that Kathy? Is that who you are? Yeah, I have to get these. I just don't understand how the first thing it says is use a pen to mark something. On the height of the 4 poles. Why not just assume it's that line right there? Isn't there already a line? Can't I just assume it's that line? Tell me that doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm not trying to be lazy and get out of work, but the first thing it says is put a line where there's already a line. All right, anyways, let's just move on. So 4 of these do have the screwable, adjustable height. You know how if it's like 1 inch higher on one corner. So these do have that, and the 4 don't. So I'm pretty sure we're good. Some of the shit was shattered over here. Like, I was looking at different broken things, and the funny thing is this was a new box, but there was already zip ties open. The whole entire thing was already open, but stuff like this is still new. So I think what happens when they get these returns at shops, they will just throw in the right replacement. Like, let's say somebody steals a bag of these. Well, they'll just throw in a bag and just fucking throw some tape on it like they did to me, and I could actually see where they had. You can't really tell now. Never mind. Maybe I'm tripping. But either way, stuff was open. It wasn't brand new, even though I bought it brand new from China. We need to get this going. So step 1, let's actually read the instructions. Use a pen to mark the height on the 4 poles with levelers. I already don't. I mean, am I just chilling around with a leveler? I mean, is a leveler something people just have? Those morons, dude. I know, and honestly, I thought you were talking about me for a second. I was going to say, yeah, maybe I am kind of a moron, but in my mind, I'm like, where do I make the line? I'm not trying to get out of work. Like I said, if it's close to the black peg, so that means it's on this side, and they're drawing, in my brain, my lizard brain, my squirrel brain, they're marking it on the 4th line. So there we go. I marked it with my brain. There we go. I did good. I think I did step 1, guys. I marked it with my brain. Yes, I'm being a smartass, so if it's not funny, I'll stop. But theoretically, I'm going to try to get this done, because I'm going to get this done one way or another, whether it's how they say to do it or not. And I am the kind of person to look at the instructions, but if it's obvious, I won't use them. So I'm just going to look just for the for the benefit of my doubt to say that I read it. So I marked those in my brain. Marked. Let me zoom in so you can actually read it with me. After you read that, I'm going to move to the next. Attach 2 spacers at the pin marks on the 4 poles. Keep the arrows on the spacers pointed upwards. So a spacer is just simply the thing in the bag. It's exactly what that is right there. So I'm going to just make an assumption that one of these are a spacer, but why is there some in 2 bags? Or 2-piece bag? I need to take a moment and actually analyze what I'm looking at real quick. Because these are all the same bag. If I stop moving, you can actually look with me. I'm moving very fast for no reason. So I'm thinking those are 3 bags of spacers. We got one thing there. So if I'm not mistaken, that's 5 bags of equal looking spacers. You got like a dual spacer here. And I'm going to check the parts list just so we have a clear understanding of what we're supposed to have in here. Anchor screw. It doesn't give me a part number amount of what to expect. It does here. I'm eating a fake crab and pickles. What? What are you talking about, a fake crab? How about you're eating a real crab and fake pickles? Why don't I just look at these images? Dude, if you look at this, I'm making this difficult. I'm pretty sure I just need to look at this with my brain and actually think what I'm about to have to clang in, because I got a rubber mallet I can go to town with. So attach 2 spacers at the pin marks on the 4 poles. Keep the arrows on the spacers pointed upwards. All right. I don't know what they're smoking, but I'll take 3 of it. All right. Let's just start by getting a bag of spacers open. We'll just see where we can go from here, fellas. Let's hold a spacer in our hand. I think the first thing we need to do is hold a spacer in our hand. Our ugly, veiny red hand. We need to... Oh, shoot. Maybe we can't. Start buying USA products, man. Yeah. I just started out doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to crud on China because they're legit and they're OG about stuff, but I think the way that they process this is kind of corny. I think I've done these type of things before. I think I know exactly what I'm technically doing. So really, I believe I've just put these together around a pole, and then they just freaking tighten it up when you shove them through something like this. I could probably literally just do what I just did and just bang a clang these through there. I could technically probably do that, actually. I don't know who's in the chat with me, but I'm sure we could agree. I could honestly probably clip these together. Actually, that's probably a better way to do it than what they're saying. Dang it. Hold on. I need to... If I get this camera mount here, I can actually maybe... Oh, shit. I about just fell, dude. Hold on. You might have a bad angle for a second, but I might actually be able to get this done fast. This might not be that bad. Because if I clip these together... Let's just start with one for an example. If I can finally clip it. Okay, I'd say that's a good circle. Let's check the camera, make sure you can see what I'm seeing. I'm going to shove one of these into this. That's the next step. Okay, now the question is it supposed to go under it or... Because I think I'm already doing it wrong. I'm pretty sure those will kind of go in there eventually, but I don't think I can do it like I was imagining it. I'm starting to think I'm acting like an idiot right now on camera. Because the way that they have this set, I just don't know what... Oh, dude, I wonder if anybody's on this one. Let's see. Yo, you probably can't hear anything over here. I need to hook up my mics on this. I got my mic set up for this one. For my people. This is where I'm actually focusing my live at right here. They actually have a chat and stuff. Wait, what's this app? I don't even remember what app this is. Oh, that's Facebook. Facebook's dead, bro. Facebook's snoozing, bro. Facebook just started paying me for my videos, though, so I ain't gonna talk too much crap about Facebook. Oh, trying to reconnect. Oh, nasty. Nasty with it. All right. Yeah, Facebook just started paying me, so I ain't gonna bitch about Facebook. All right. Back to where we were. Where we were. I think we could just get this whole box off that. Here we go, y'all. Here we go, y'all. Dude, I feel like an idiot saying this, but I might put together I might look up a YouTube video for this shit. I'm still thinking my theory is straight up 100% about. I don't even know now. I don't know. I'm not 100%. So it says attach the spacers at the pin marks on the 4 poles. Keep the arrows on the spacers pointed upwards. See, that's actually not that bad. So it's literally just saying connect them at the spacers. Like I just did that half. And then keep the top up. That's top up. I think it's saying I can do it like this, guys. I think I just overthought that. So that's technically 1 down. Look how cheap that is. Damn. I'm pretty sure. Oh, look at that. It's coming. I think by the time I bang that into something around like this, I think that'll get that going. I shouldn't have done that. That's not really who I am. Hold on. There's 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'll just take my time one hand at a time and get these done. Uh-oh, maybe. Okay, we're going to make this look super difficult with one hand, guys. Even though it's really not that big of a deal here. Why ain't that going in? What the heck? Dang it, I am going to need both hands. This is just bizarre. Dang, does that not even fit now? What the heck? What does that even mean? What does that even mean? That don't even fit right. Oh, it's because I was on it, I bet. What the heck? This is ridiculous. This ain't even fitting right. I think that this one is just wrong, bro. Oh, they're meant to not fit perfect, I bet. That's why you bang it into the correct place. I bet you, actually. Oh yeah, we're getting it going now. So what I'm doing, since I'm not a retarded person, I'm just gonna look at these lines with my eyeballs instead of marking them. Hold on, where was it? Use a pen to mark the. Yeah, I'm gonna start buying stuff in the USA, man. I'm so glad you just said that. I have such a good video for you to watch, dude. I just watched man. Don't leave. Please bear with me here. I'm not even looking at my phone. Whether you leave or not, I won't know. But bear with me, dude. I'm about to show you a video I just watched twice the other day, and it's called. I'm pretty sure it's literally called "Making Products in the USA." Hold on. I'm trying to get my. Hold on. I got to put in my password real quick. Just hold on. I assure you one thing. It shouldn't take more than about a minute to get to what I'm trying to show you real quick, because it's literally very relevant with what. Oh, that's volume. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I use a mouse pad thing here. Oh, I got to find my liked videos. I feel like I just scrolled down for no reason. Okay. View your channel. Where's my liked videos at? I feel like I'm losing my mind. Playlist? Liked videos? I shouldn't be showing my liked videos because some of these are very, I don't want to say proprietary to me already, but very important to me already. Dang it. Scroll down, you whore. Where is it at? It's got to be one of these. Right here. Why is making stuff in America so hard? I watched this video twice, and I'm pretty sure it's a 45-minute video. An hour and 26-minute video, dude. This guy goes into detail why it's difficult to survive making only American-made products in the USA. This guy didn't do it. This guy is reviewing the guy's video, but the guy that he's making a video about right here is the guy that tried to make something all from the USA, and by the end of the video finds out he sourced it in the USA from out of the USA. So like people would tell him, "Oh, I got it from the USA," or it's manufactured here, and then they'd find out, "Oh, they ordered it from China or Taiwan or something." So I wanted to share that video with you. But I think we're on to something here with these. I think these are just making it difficult, but better than nothing, I think, almost still. Very close to being worse than having no instructions, but so far we just got to use our brains. It's not gonna do it for us. We got 4 of these shelves to make. I thought about just seeing if this thing could go like 3 high, because it's gonna be like 75 inches high. So that's like what, 6 feet? I thought that'd be funny if they stacked. That'd be cool if you could just go like 18 feet high. All right, let me flipper dipper here. Oh, I got another live going. I've been neglecting it because I don't have a camera, or I don't have a microphone on. I think I'm getting deprioritized by not talking to this camera. Anyways, I think we're gonna cut this live, and we're gonna take this party from Facebook to TikTok. That's what we're gonna do, dudes. But I think I have the wrong TikTok logged in because this is my Wyaverse, not my Bannicus. Bancoin, Wyaverse. I don't really want to go live under Wyaverse, so it's either, yeah, and this is Wyaverse too on Instagram. Shit. I don't know. I don't know. You can't move it? Dude, so Facebook's my only option. You bloody fucking whores. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put some music on. Dude, what am I doing? I can't grab both sides of the phone without taking a screenshot. What's up, my cats? Are you Kathy? Who are you? What are you doing? Who are you? We got to get this shelf done. I keep getting distracted. We got to get back to the shelf. Since nobody was on that live and I wasn't really focusing on it, we got some music going. Let's just set this down. All right, let's move on. Okay, let's just assume we did this right. Keep the arrows on the, oh, my bad. Place the poles with levelers through the corner holes of one shelf A. Fit the shelf carefully and securely over the spacers. I got to look at that closer. Do you want to look at that closer with me? It says fit this shelf carefully and securely over the spacers. Let's just see what the next step looks like so we have an idea what's going on. So it's going to have us, okay, this will be easy. Let's rock and roll. All right, this is what we got to do. We got to get it done. That's what we got to do. All right, here we go, buddies. Not thinking about tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer long. What's this, dude? Are you kidding me? What is this? How many of those are hidden away? None? One more? There it goes. All right. Sorry if I seem dramatic, like I'm not like upset or angry. I want to make sure you can at least see this, or otherwise I'm just doing nothing and talking out loud. So the idea we want to do is we want to get this shoved up under it, I believe. That's what we're wanting to do. So we're going to get these off here so I don't knock these onto the floor soon. Man, those are going to roll off. That's going to be bad. All right, let's go ahead. These go down on the ground since they got the adjustable leggy legs. They need to go up through, I'm assuming, since it's got to be sitting on top of it. So we're going to go under it. Here we go. All right, let's see how it reacts. Because if we got to make sure it's level, that's why it was making such a big deal about it being level. I ain't gonna lie, it popped into place in a different spot than what I was expecting it to, but I think we're golden here. Let's go ahead and try another leg. Let's put this on the floor. If that's the case, then that was actually smooth sailing, just saying. So we've got to go under it. Why did I just put this on the floor? Dang it, what was I thinking? Maybe I'll put it sideways. Try not to scrape it up real bad. These are $75 shells, which when you buy 4 of them, it feels like a lot of money. All right, we got to shove this through. I think it went down to the same position again. I think they overhyped how to do it. If I'm not mistaken, from my experience of 60 seconds, it just falls into place. I overthought this entire thing, but we're not going to get cocky until it's done. We're going to go for leg 3 here. And we're still going to probably get a rubber mallet out later if we need to. Maybe that's just for fun. Maybe that is for integrity. I don't know. All right, we got to get this 4th leg. This actually is, yeah, they are legs. I was about to say, this is actually not considered leg, but yeah, they are. Here we go. Not tomorrow, singing Sweet Home Alabama all summer. All right, that one I didn't push in hard. I'm just going to do like this and then push it in once I get it sitting upright. All right. Oh, man. I don't want to, but I could probably stand on this. Let's give you a little progress update real quick. Barely any progress, but it's an update. They're talking about leveling it and stuff, but you know what? Maybe I should focus on doing that now if I'm going to, because imagine trying to level it later when there's, because these hold up to about 2,500 pounds. It's about 75 inches tall. And if I'm not mistaken, these just thread right into the next one. So that'll be smooth sailing, my friend. Step 1, liars. You don't need no pen. All right, let's go ahead and see what we can get into. I'm going to get down. I'm going to get low to the flow. Hold on. And I'm going to look at this with my eye because that is one of the best levelers. No, it's not. I'm just joking. I think it all fell into place, guys. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. They are all at the same level, and I didn't do any thinking or brain power with this. I just put it down. They should have just put that in the manual, you know? Don't overthink it because it literally just comes together. All right, but I am going to read the manual of what they recommend, whether they recommend screwing in some more first or whether they recommend dropping some shelves in first. So let's take a peek. Okay, it says, so we did that one on one. We didn't do that on all of them yet. We have a fudge ton of those. I'm not sure how exciting that's going to be. We'll have to find out because they're going to go in each of these. Let's see what we're working with here. So we just did place the holes with levelers to the corner holes of one shelf. Fit the shelf carefully and securely over the spacers. We did that on the first shelf. We didn't do that on any more yet. All right, second. Install the second shelf following steps 2 through 3. So we're going to run a spacer. See, this is where they screw me. Because the first one, it was easy. They all dropped into place. I just kind of went by the image, even though it tried to confuse me. But here's the question. How far below do I want that? And it also says if it is 2-section or 3-section pole, screw the pole into the threaded ends of the installed posts. So basically reading that, it tells me I should probably just wait to thread these in, but I probably could easily. Dude, this looks weak, right? This looks super weak, but I could step on that. Like, that's how, like, I felt it. I mean, you could bend it, don't get me wrong, but, like, as a structure, the way it's patterned, very good quality. So technically speaking, we're supposed to grab another, I think at this point, we just layer it how I want. Because I actually just thought about something. If there is 3, or hold on, holy cow, 4 more pieces, that means I have to stagger them as I want. I actually do think I'm going to put these poles up because I have to be able to imagine this right now or I'm not going to make the best decisions. So we're going to just thread this pole in. Oh no, what's that? Is that metal? Okay. I thought it was another, I thought it was like a leg, meaning I did it upside down or something. We're just going to go about finger tie. I'm not going to go real crazy here. I mean, I definitely went a pretty good amount, but I didn't overdo it. Now I gotta watch the ceiling because we're basically at the ceiling. You know what? I'm not gonna be able to do this like this if I do it like that because of the ceiling. Wow. We might have to take this party over where these shelves are actually going to be going, or I need to do them sideways because the shelves just go in as I wish. There's not some special backup cross support beam. It's literally just, it's looking like I literally just put these, and they fall, and it looks like they fall into place like these ones did. I have no doubt they must fall into place. All right. So unless I put this sideways or I don't thread those in, then I'm going to actually have to. Man, I'm pretty sure that they're not telling me the distance. They should have told about the approximate distance to put the shelves. So if it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's a 5. It shows it staggered like that. So I guess I just got 2. Well, 75 inches tall minus that. So like a little under 70 minus divided by 5, I mean. So like 13 or 14 inches. So I could probably go up like a, oh, dude. Heck with following their rules. I can literally just measure the approximate box and I can know about how high I want the shelves to go up. Duh. I choose how high I want it to go up. Hold on. Let me get this measuring tape out. Let's do it like how we want, not how the shelf was made. Silly me. So it's looking like if it was about every 15 inches, or if I cut it down to be able to be ready for the box, that's an option too. about 14 and a half would do it. Yeah, about 15 inches, I think. I'm thinking I should bring that shelf over there. Man, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm starting to actually put some things together in my mind of what probably needs to go where and how it needs to be done and stuff. Because now I'm not really worried about putting the shelf together. Now I'm more worried about like having a plan for the shelf. But honestly, I should probably just get the shelf together and then focus on everything else. I kind of want to take this back off, actually. I know it's kind of wasteful, but I didn't realize it would be sitting that close. We're going to go ahead and we're actually about to let me think how to whoa. Uh-oh. I just realized something real weird. Why is one of those what in the world? Why is dude, that makes no sense. 3 of them are threaded as males and then one's a female. Look. And I thought that was a mistake. I was about to say, uh-oh, something's wrong. Okay, explain this. Yeah, that's a female right in front of me. Female right in front of me. Female. And they all have the bottom leg pieces right. And there's no other wrong. I don't know if they did that on purpose or what. So we got to put this shelf on there. Let's go ahead and start. Maybe I'll give you a better angle. Or not a better angle, a different angle. Put this chair up. It's hard to do things with one hand, dude. Sometimes. How did I get flipped around? Pretty face. All right, so I just measured and I'm thinking about every 15 inches or so, I want a new shelf rack thing or whatever. You know, I could honestly put, I could almost literally build around boxes of filament. So I don't overbuild for something that isn't going to be exactly what I want. What was that noise? The heck? Without you, baby. And I'm dreaming about you all the time. So I think we're gonna do what I was just talking. Oh, I could go this way. I forgot I opened up a whole different walkway, which needs to be open. Yeah, and if you're wondering why I didn't make this over there, I can't say I have a good reason. Literally. That'd be funny if this just came off because technically these are not like beat into this thing at all. They're just sitting in there. See, I'm like the one person that actually is like, oh yeah, the back's tall too. Even though I'll still hit something probably, but at least I'm thinking about it. There we go. I hit something. All right. All right. Barely bumped it. I got a thing with a bunch of 1s and 5s down here, and looks like a decent amount of money, even though it's probably like $35. Well, I got a little bit of change in there. Wow. Tonight, girl, is on. I need to print up a mail piece for that. I'm burning up some of my filament to get these rolls made. You can feel a layer shift too from the collar change. That's weird. I've never really noticed that before. Or maybe it's just different kinds of PETG or something. Maybe one needs dried. I don't know. I've never dried any plastic in my life. All right, here we go, y'all. This is part of what I was saying with the plan here. So the question is, I got like 4 more shelves here, like exactly what's under my foot. I got 4 more. I can pretty much layer them how I want. What does that say? Connector? Oh, duh, that's threaded. It'd be nice if they gave you an approximate distance, but I mean, doing it like this will be good because I can pick my own distance. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna layer them on there, like I was saying, and we're gonna see how they kind of like fit and stuff, and go from there. I guess it's probably at a little bit of an angle, so just bear with me. All right, so not all of them are the same exact boxes, but I'd say they're all pretty close. I got to think, do I want to stagger all corners or do like a full on like layer? Because I'm thinking if I did enough on both corners or whatever, it'd be good. My best friend. I don't know where to pick from where I won't disturb the whole freaking everything about it. You know what I mean? All right, this is what we really need to know right here. Oh, I guess I could have went lower with those plastic pieces too. Huh. This should be good. Huh. Do you think that's too high off the ground? That could be like another inch or two wasted. And I'm not even being dramatic. Because I chose where those sit. It should be good off the ground like that. All right, we're just gonna keep it organized with one kind right now. Uh-oh, that seems kind of... I think it's wobbly because there's not the rest of the shelf on there. All right, we need to get a measurement on this. I need to write down the dimensions of filament boxes. That's what I need to do. All right, we're gonna measure this because I'm putting this shelf exactly where I want it, not where it's supposed to be recommended or anything. So that's way too high because I got to consider what's likely to fall, what's a danger, or what could be a danger, I guess. I might be able to contact this company and tell them I need 2 more base levels, and if I just spread out the shelves more, I can make a whole new shelf out of just a couple more legs. Because this is way higher than I was planning. I was talking 15 inches. This is like 23 inches right there. I'm tempted to just to go 10 high. 2, 4, 6, 8. Man, 10 high is dangerous though. Maybe 5 high. What's 5 high? 2, 4, 5. That's about 15 inches. Yeah, that's about 15-inch high. I think that'd be 5, and then if they go too deep, if it can go too deep back, let's check that real quick. Oh man, I did good measurements when I picked these. Wow. That looks good. It'll actually go, you can't really see anything over there. You probably can't hear me, see anything or anything. So, hold on. So that's how high I'm thinking that this should go, right there. 5 high, and then I put a shelf down. Here, I'm going to take down a piece of this tripod so I can actually have my camera sit a little bit closer. That, or I need another camera mount so I can actually have people hang out with me while I do this. All right, so We got the leg pieces here. All right, let's see. We need 2 pieces. Yeah, we got to set the camera down. This sucks having to do that, but like I literally can't hold the camera and actually be productive. I hate to say it. That or I have a head mount. All right, so what I was thinking is this is the reason what I was thinking and how to do it. It's going to be kind of heavy, but I think it'll clarify a good standard height while the rack is empty. So I'm actually just gonna get a little messy. I'll just figure out what's what later when I need to. I need these to be a sample of what I'm actually going to be dealing with on both sides. So let's just say that's one side done. So this side I'm gonna put 10 over here, and that'll be kind of a good example of what to expect. And then above that, what I will do is I will put that other shelf, and that will be my real sample. That will be my real sample shelf. I can count the notches. I can figure out about how that worked specifically, and I can kind of go from there. So that's my exact plan. And if that's the case, that means these shelves should be very easy to put together, and I'll have an approximate distance of what for where. Okay, so we've got 10 there. Let me just show you from another angle that I'm looking at. We got 10 boxes of filament there. That's 10,000 grams. We got 10,000 there. I did the right measurements when I bought it. I paid attention to the height, the width, the depth. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, now that we got the height we want, not the height recommended, which they didn't even recommend a height, we're going to actually start putting in that shelf on our own. So that means that these shelves, I need to fill out this shelf a little more even. I need to fill out this shelf a little more even, and I'll tell you why. I need to see what this shelf is going to look like if it has, I want to know how many wide it goes. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I don't really need to know anything else. I want to know exactly how many fit wide, because if my measurements are correct, they are correct. I got the perfect size shelves. I got the perfect size shelves, guys. I'm going to show you why I'm able to say I got the perfect size shelves. Okay, let's just start with one side. Little bit of slack, probably 1/2 inch, whatever. Maybe that's the 1/2 inch there, so technically that's probably right on point. But look at this. The width of that, I planned that pretty good. And like I said, different filament boxes, probably a little different, but I think you get the idea. They're going to fit. They're going to be perfect. All right, so here's step 2. Step 1, I've seen it with my eyeballs. My eyeballs have been proven. This thing is going to hold a lot of filament, because think about it. That's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 kilograms a row. 50 kilograms a row. Okay, so step 2, let's start. We're going to see exactly where this shelf fits comfy, what it's like pulling filament out from it. Because if I go committing to a rack size, height, whatever, at a different, if there's not as much clearance when I pull it out, I want to find that out now. I don't want 4 full shelves full of filament, and then I'm like, okay, let's try it out, and then there's no clearance. I want to make sure I leave some clearance. So, and if they're all side by side, none of them's doubled back to back, like no pink behind blue or something. So that means theoretically there won't be any scooting side to side necessarily, just in and out. I'm gonna have to figure that out for myself. So let's just imagine we got it in here and we're pulling it out. We need probably about 2 inches or so. That, or you can just slide it out. I mean, they're not on drawers, so I can't slide them out, but you could probably yank them out depending on packaging. So step 2 involves, first of all, top. I can't see where my camera's facing, and I probably sound like I'm yelling because my heater's on. And anyways, we got the top with the top. You probably can't see. So we're going to see where that sits right here. We got to go It's got like recommended lines even, I think. I wonder if that is on purpose. I wonder if that's on. Actually, I'm gonna go down one. I think. I think that might be too much clearance. We might even be able to go down one more even. I mean, oh shoot, I went up one, I think. I don't want it to be too close though either. I'm thinking that's where it's got to be, guys. I don't think you can see very well, but I'm thinking that's where it makes sense. We're going to try that out, and we're going to see where that gets us. We have to put top with top. You probably can't read it, but it says top. And we're going to go right at the same position. Right at the same position. They locked right into position right there for me. We're going to do that for these as well. Top with top. When I say top, it literally just labels which side is top. I'm not actually sure what I'm talking about entirely, but okay, we go 1.5 below. 1.5 below the double line. That's where I've decided I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, we are going to drop this default of a of the optional spot. So that was pretty simple. Now we're going to test out the shelf and see how it works. That's what we're going to do right here, right now. So I didn't do this like this earlier. I did them one at a time earlier, but I'm thinking if I'm gentle, I can, wow, I'm going to scrape them right off, ain't I? We'll see. I'm not going to be negative if I don't have to be. Wow. You know, fellas, for not having a rubber mallet, we're looking really good here. This is going to look so good, guys. Hold on. Let me show you the angles I'm looking at. This is going to look so good. I picked a really good height. I might even lower it down one ring while I'm still early and not full. What do you think? Do you think I need all that room to lift? Or should I move it down one ring and have it a tighter fit? Oh, it's really tempting to move it down real quick. Should I try it? Because if I don't try it one down, then I'm going to be like, I'll just never know, unless I just want that much clearance. But if you look at the bottom, I left about one extra ring down there too I could probably save. I got to think real quick. Because each of these is only going to show off 5 options unless they're doubled up. Which I could double them up. No, because that means they would only hold 5 each. All right, I've just made an executive decision since it's early and I've got energy. We're going to go ahead and pull this back out. We're going to try one lower. We're going to try one lower here. We're going to pull them one at a time. I'm assuming that's the best way to do it. We're going to try one. We're going to try one lower. All right, here we go. Here it's locked back up here. All right, here we go. Ow. Come on now. What the heck, dude? Dude, I'll be honest, it's not wanting to come. All right, here we go. All right, what we are doing, in case you're not fully aware with where I'm at, I'm going to lower these down one. There was like that much room in between, and if I'm just sliding in and out and they're not doubling up in the back, then I don't want all that there for no reason. So we just dropped it down a whole row. I'm unclipping and re-clipping, or trying to. I gotta make sure that they're at the, all right, there's a little bit above the double. Okay, a little bit above the double. Oh, I already got confused. Oh, wow, wait, what? What do you mean? Oh, there we go. I gotta keep making sure though, because it is kind of misleading. All right, guys. We just lowered this one row. Might take some finesse, but I think it's easier to get this finessed into there than it was out of there. All right, here goes nothing. Let's get that in there. Okay, let's take our time so we don't knock them down any. I don't have my rubber mallet, so we're just gonna put some ass into it, okay? And take my word for it that oh, what's that? That it's gonna be secure, guys. It's probably not gonna be level. Let's check the level real quick. We're just gonna assume that's level. I don't know what the, you know what I mean? All right, here's the test. Holy cow, it doesn't even look that much lower. Did I even lower it, guys? Look how much room there is. No, that's actually not bad. That's better. What in the world? I'm pretty sure this shelf right where my fingers touch and like the end of this sits out a little bit more than the other one. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. So I think what I'm gonna do is, as per, let's scoot this over so I don't have to walk a foot over every time extra. Let's grab two since I got one hand available. That one, it's weird that one of them is male and then three of them is female. Not always my bullshit. I'm back on. All right, we're threading that into that. This one's the female one. I don't understand why they made those different, but they did. Okay, we're gonna go pretty tight, but not like, you know, never get it out again tight, but we went pretty good on it. We're grabbing the other two rods here. Got to thread them in. We're looking pretty darn good here. We got to count the rods or whatever, how many, now that the what you call is in there. Now that we got these rods, we got to pull the shelf all the way to the top and count them. All right, so that's pretty tight. Pretty tight. This one needs finished up, I'd say. All right. Got my eye on some trouble there. Just one. Wait a second. What are these for? Wait, what is this for? Anchoring it? Are these people retarded? All right, this is where I have to figure out the measurement and go with my own opinions. I could technically go 10 in a row here if I wanted or whatever, but I think we're just going to measure it and just go with what seems right here. I'm going to measure the approximate. So that's about 16 and a half, exactly even. Like from that very measurement to that bottom of that piece. So that's where that piece needs to end, right there. That exact one. That exact one. I'm almost certain that this is the exact one we want it to end on. Wait, what? It's weird. So does it not lock in wherever you tell it to? I thought it literally just locked in wherever you wanted it to. I mean, I didn't realize it actually had like feelings and opinions and shit. There we go. It kind of locked in a little bit better there. All right, so there's a little over 1 beneath that. I think I've got it down pat, guys. So there's 1 and then that. I think it's that one. I think we got it, fellas. I think that's where we're gonna want it. We're still testing out the sizes and everything. We might just be 1 shelf short if it's gonna be that high. I mean, how in the world are they gonna? Yeah, I'm just gonna have an extra shelf laying around. I think I'm seriously gonna probably contact the company and ask them if I can just get a another set of legs at the bottom, and I can just continue this party with another one because I'm gonna have 1 shelf from each because I have 4 of these left, or I bought 4 of these total. I mean, so yeah. Long story short, that would save me from just having an extra shelf. Because when am I gonna need to back up one of these shelves like in my hand? Because that's what it would mean, since these shelves are gonna be taking up more room than they presumed a person would want or need. I'm gonna go get my rubber mallet. I'd rather see myself bang this thing into the right spots, honestly. There's the other ones. I got 1 more coming. Still have 1 more on the way. You know what? I just remembered my rubber mallet is down there now because I was banging on something the other day. Yippee! I'm pretty sure I know right where it's at too. Now I don't have a leveler, but it seems fine. One way I like to level is just looking at the sides here. I mean, is that close to the same line as that? Actually, now that I'm looking at it, this one does need banged down a little more. Or it just, oh, I just bent it a little. Damn, it must not be that good of metal, huh? You can barely see where I bent it, I think, but I hit that same spot a lot. But anyways, let's take a little look at where these look. That line's pretty close to that one. Actually, they're a little off. This one might need bang on. I should have done it when it was, actually I could technically pull that rod out and do that. So that sucks because that means that this is only going to hold. Wait a second, I'm trying to think with my brain here. Because I thought I was gonna have 1 entire one extra, but I think I'm just gonna have just a small top. All right, let's get it going. So we basically got to do that same thing again. All right, I think it was 16 and a half inches was how far I had. Oh wow, so it's literally interesting. Huh. If I'm not mistaken, it's gonna be that right there. Let me double check something real quick. Yeah, that seems right, guys. All right, we are just right above the triple line here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get these other 4 on. This is the next one I do will be a lot faster. If I ever did this for like a living, man, I'm telling you, I'd be getting quick. Like not right now, like nothing you're seeing right now is proof of that. But first time doing it, you know, obviously I'm gonna be a little bit slower. But man, all right, so we just got those locked. It's that easy. You literally just put some plastic pieces, boom, 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 hope for the best. Let's put this in. I don't think I want to use the rubber mallet this time. I'm just going to use my sheer muscles. You can't even see what I'm doing, can you? Ooh, hanging my body weight from it worked. I watched it go down both times right there. That might be the best one yet. This side might need a little more right here, but that's pretty solid right there, guys. This actually worked out better than I thought it was because now I just do the top, I think. I guess I just pick where I want the top. And to be honest with you, if I get to pick where I want the top, I just want it as high up as I can go. Okay. So this should be the last one here, guys. So I can literally, in my opinion, I can just go as high up as I want. We're going to give it, maybe I do want it to go down one. I don't know. Do I even need another one? I think that'll be a good height. I mean, I guess I could see if it goes higher, but I want to make sure there's a top to it because the top does have to physically. I think that's where it's wanting to go. I think we're just going to take what it'll give us here. That sucks if this thing only really holds about 200 something kilograms though, because that's really not as much as it sounds like if they're displayed the way I'm thinking they're going to have to be. Like if this is just inventory racks, then I really bought a very expensive option compared to just like I could probably have somebody make some good wooden racks for this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And I've thought about that a lot lately, actually. I've thought about that a lot. But I'm okay with doing things the way I am for now. And learning, adjusting, growing, adapting, moving forward. This actually looks pretty clean, in my opinion. Like, I like that it's very kind of see-through-y. I like that, you know, there's not really going to be a lot of hidden filament or boxes or anything. That's pretty good. Me put my body weight on it didn't feel great on the hands or whatever, but it worked. So I think we got a fully assembled shelf here. It's definitely wobbly, but it'll work. It's not like a filament rack. I just bought some racks, man. Got a lot of boxes I got to handle soon. So I'm pretty sure all this is just extra something for somethings. All right, so what was I gonna do? I need to get that into place soon. Those need to take over for these tables. Man, I'm mainly just thinking in my mind like let's just say, like I was saying, if they're not doubled up and that's all one kind, this might take up a whole shelf or a rack just for one kind or collar or something. Like I would need like 25 racks for what I'm planning. Like those racks are not gonna be the solution for me, I don't think. I'm gonna be thinking of something, man. I'm gonna be thinking. I mean, I guess with the top one, technically, they could hold a decent amount, and in the future, I might pull that or not that one, but that one off. So that way, it just holds to the ceiling with the top. But that could also be a danger. Oh, I gotta think of something. I'm probably gonna take a break from this at this moment and come back to it when I'm thinking a little bit more clear. Damn, it says I've been on live only for like 70 minutes already. Damn, that's quick. Man, I get sidetracked too easy. I think I need something to drink. I got a case of water down here just to encourage more water consumption. Man, that thing just steady glows. There's not even a light on in there. That's literally from that light. That's like a standard ass Chinese plate too. That's not even like Bamboo Lab or anything. All right, we did the Marvin the Martian wall art for someone. We did that. Oh fudge! I just dropped my bottle cap. I should have some business to do today. I'm supposed to meet somebody to sell some toilet paper. I've got some really high quality toilet paper right now. See, I don't even think that shelf right there would barely even hold all that very well. That's more plastic than it looks. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure a pallet of filament is around is right around 400 kilograms. I could be wrong though. So theoretically, this thing hopefully will hold about a pallet worth, I would hope. Now, I could be wrong with my numbers, but I recently got quoted on some stuff, and it was about, I believe it was 1,200 kilograms, 1.2 million grams, and that was about 3 skids. So I am looking for a pallet jack, but I thought about it. Like, if the trucker's cool, dude, I'll just run out there and unload it myself. Like, I ain't tripping about having a perfect pallet jack or something. Is that not level? I'll be honest, that side doesn't look low enough, but it'd be all right. Those things are gonna be impossible to get out whenever I need to. All right, I got to start a. Oh shit! I'm using the phone. I need to start with my printer. I don't think you can reprint directly from your printer unless it's the H2. I need to print up a male spool, a threaded spool holder for this one. Trying to use up my plastic to make sure it don't get wet. You all night, then I know how to see you. Actually, I probably better get off here and start checking my phone. That business I'm expecting probably has been hitting me up already. That's why I usually need to try to go live on my other phone.